It was 1991. I was a non-union actor with no agent who nobody ever heard of, and I finally got my big Hollywood break, a non-paying, weekly, Saturday night gig in that unforgettable cabaret show, Mama Brown's Big Bottom Hot Sugar Bubblin' Biscuit Jelly Roll Blues. An all-black show with an all-white cast. And I was cast because I happened to be white at the time. I was replacing Nancy Pimentel, who everyone in the show couldn't stand. Word got out, she wasn't a team player. I performed in such memorable skits as Kike, the Evil Hebrew, Here Comes the Angel of Death, Charlie Brown, and of course, Mama Brown's Big Bottom Hot Sugar Bubblin' Biscuit Jelly Roll Blues, which were all written and directed by my good friend Phil Lebovitz. Oh yeah, that could have been another reason I got the part. Since this was my first professional show in LA that I was not embarrassed to invite friends to, I took it very seriously. I wanted to be a team player. Unlike Nancy Pimentel, I arrived to rehearsals on time, with my lines down, and did not try and upstage my fellow actors, Dana Gould, John Heffron, Lynn Opry, and Phil. It was opening night. I was nervous and excited. I had a ton of friends coming and wanted to get there early to prepare. I left my apartment in Santa Monica hours before showtime so I would have enough time to find a legal parking space. The theater was a little cabaret space in the Sofitel Hotel across from the Beverly Center, and I was determined not to pay the $3 parking fee. So there I was, circling the side streets near Beverly and La Cienega. Circling and circling. Instead of being early, I was approaching being late. Oh my God, I don't want Phil and Dana to think I'm not a team player like Nancy Pimentel and replace me. I could still park at the Beverly Center, but no, I am not spending $3. I need to save my money for alcohol after the show. And then there I saw it, a spot, an actual legal spot. A car was pulling out on the opposite side of the street. I looked around and saw absolutely nobody. No people, no cars. The car pulled out and I did a quick illegal U-turn. I began parallel parking into the prime spot that was free, and I was feeling pretty good, like I would just make it to the theater before anyone started noticing where I was and questioning my professionalism. As I'm backing up into the spot, I see a car out my rear view mirror trying to pull in nose first. Into the spot. Nose first. Nose first. I'm backing up into the spot. This is my spot. The driver starts honking for me to give up and pull out. So I scream out my window, "Are you fucking nuts, lady? This is my spot. I saw it first. I was backing up into the spot. You can't pull in nose first and expect to take the spot. Are you out of your fucking mind?" So she keeps honking, and I start giving her the finger. I'm not budging. I mean, I will not budge even if I miss the goddamn show. So, the next thing I know, she gets out of her car, marches over to my $250 1978 orange Pinto, and kicks the car door in. This is war! Who the hell does this bitch think she's messing with? I'm from New York! This is parking! People from New York kill for much less than this. She gets the spot when I'm dead. Dead! The hell with the show. She kicked the Pinto. So I get out of the car and I scream every profanity you could possibly think of. We're nose to nose. I say, "What the hell are you doing kicking my car door?" She says, "Who cares? It's just a beat up old Pinto." I'm like, "Oh, really? Really?" So I march over to her very new and expensive looking BMW and I kick her door in. She now runs at me like she's going to kill me. And mysteriously enough, her 7-foot-tall boyfriend is just standing there with his mouth hanging open, not intervening in any way. Well, I don't know what came over me, but somehow every Charlie's Angel and Wonder Woman episode I watched when I was 14 must have subconsciously sank into my brain, because without even thinking about it, I mean totally second nature, I grabbed this chick from behind and put her in a chokehold. My right arm is around her neck, my left is around her chest. I'm behind her like this. She can't move. She can't talk. She can barely breathe. And I'm whispering in her ear in my best Clint Eastwood voice, "Don't you dare mess with me, you fucking bitch! Who the hell do you think you are?" I do not release her. Our cars are still the same. My car is halfway in the spot rear in, hers is half in nose in. Her boyfriend's still standing there with his mouth hanging open. I have to admit, I actually got a big rush from this. I felt like Superwoman. I mean, what the hell was I doing pursuing a career in show business? I should have been a cop. Then the actual cops show up. Hotel security shows up. I finally let her go, only because they made me. We both screamed at the cops, trying to tell them our own side of the story. And believe it or not, the cops and security guards sided with me. They told her she was wrong for attempting to steal my spot and for kicking my car door in. They stayed until she and her boyfriend got in her car and left the street. I finally parked my car, and hotel security escorted me to the theater. I'm now very, very, very late. The show is starting in 4 minutes. I run in. Phil is frantic. Where were you? Why are you late? The show is starting in 4 minutes. And I'm like, Phil, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what just happened to me. Trust me, I have a really good excuse. Believe me. And he said, no time to hear your story, Terry. It's a full house. Places, everybody. So I'm behind the curtain. Dana Gould on one side of me, Phil Lebovitz on the other. The music starts. Lights are coming up. I'm shaking from the fight. My heart is pounding. But I'm a professional, right? A team player. What's happened is behind me. The curtain opens and I start singing. Mama Brown's, big bottom hot sugar, bubbling biscuit, jelly roll blues, Mama! And as I'm singing, right in the very front row, right there, is the goddamn chick that kicked my car door. She's staring right at me with her mouth dropped open in shock. I thought she was gonna come right up on the stage in the middle of the song and punch me in the face. I don't even think she was watching the show. She's just staring at me in disbelief. And believe me, Mama Brown's, I'm staring at her in disbelief as well. So the curtain closes between scenes. I'm frantic. I grab Phil before he goes out to play Kiki the Evil Hebrew. I'm like, Phil! Oh my God! I have to tell you what happened, please. Why I was late. He says, Terry, please? After the show, tell me after the show. So after the show, I corner Phil and tell him about my brawl in the street with this chick over a parking spot. And he was like, holy cow. He tells me to calm down, to breathe, that it's all over with, and to meet him next door at the bar because his friends are going to be there and his friends are going to be producing the next show. See, it's a good thing I didn't spend that $3 on parking. So I walk into the bar and Phil points to me and says, there she is. There's my new actress. I want you to meet Terry. I'm starring her in my next show that you guys are going to be producing. And I yell out, Phil, this is the bitch that kicked my car door. She is why I was late. She's a freak. And of course, her boyfriend is once again standing there with his mouth hanging open with nothing to say. The chick says to Phil, I'm not working with her, Phil. It's her or me, Phil. Her or me and my money. So he called Nancy Pimentel. And I never worked in this town again.